Federal Facebook page.
It is indeed Friday morning. It's the final Friday of the year, which means it's time for the first federal program, the final first federal program of 2021. Good morning, Todd.
Good morning, Bruce. Thank you very much. We're going to have a bright side day, even though the song just came out was on the dark side. This is looking forward to New Year's Eve and looking forward to 2022. We're going to kind of recap a little bit of where we've been and where we're going with the bank today. We have special guest Tanner Lee, of course, man behind the scenes, talking sports. Lindy Breeden from our commercial lending department, our senior commercial lender, and Jodi Wynn, our senior deposit operations and retail manager, is with us today. We're going to talk about some things we're doing in the bank and maybe talk about a few things we're thinking about doing next year. And it'd be exciting New Year's Eve day for us.
Yes, absolutely. So,
are you ready for the snow?
No.
So we might get some snow, it sounds like.
Yeah, they're talking rain, freezing rain, sleet, snow, everything.
Be a wet weekend.
Yes. Be prepared.
Did you have to use your shovel the other day?
Out here I did, at home no.
Okay. Do you know where your shovel at home is?
Yes, I do.
Everybody else, you know where your shovel at home is?
Yeah.
That's good. Because you may need to use it this weekend. What we want to do is kind of thank our customers for, we've had a great year at the bank and we're very appreciative of our customers. Without our customers, we wouldn't be who we are and do what we do. And on behalf of Dick Belcher, the board of directors, senior management, and our family member staff, we've had a great year and we want to thank our customers for that and being loyal to us and giving us the opportunity to help them out. We are very grateful for that, and it's been a great year and we have some exciting things planned for 2022. So thank you to our customers and Happy New Year to all of you. Some news out there this week. I didn't really think about how important this person really was, but John Madden passed away.
Yes.
The last couple of days. He was an iconic Oakland Raiders football coach, broadcaster, and video game tycoon.
Yes.
It's amazing the impact that he's had, and we're going to talk about him a little bit. Then after the words of wisdom at the end of the show will be from John Madden. He was a great football coach.
Absolutely.
103-32-7. That's 103 wins. So I think he's the most successful coach with over 100 wins. That's a pretty good winning percentage.
Yeah.
9-7 in the playoffs and 1 Super Bowl win. Do you play Madden, Moose?
As a kid, I did.
Okay. Madden's a video game iconic football game. Kind of helped create EA Sports with Madden.
Yes, it did.
It brings in $7 billion, has brought in $7 billion in revenue.
Wow.
In fact, it's even got its own kind of culture because, Tanner, you probably play video games, but if you're playing Madden, you're going to play Madden.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I even heard some things on the radio earlier this week that some high school coaches and college coaches are styling their playbooks after Madden because the kids know the terminology so well that they build that into their playbook. And it's kind of a big thing getting on the cover of Madden. So John Madden passed away this week, and we'll talk about his words of wisdom later.
All right. Looking forward
to it. So it is New Year's Eve, New Year's resolutions. Do you make New Year's resolutions, Moose?
Yes, actually I did.
It's kind of like it's like blowing out the birthday cake candles. You can't tell everybody what it is because then the wish won't come true with the birthday cake, right?
Oh, is that what it's supposed to be?
Well, then you're not accountable for it if you don't make your resolution. That's how I justify it.
Okay.
Any New Year's traditions that you celebrate, Moose?
Yeah, we always get the kids like some type of sparkling cider and bring in the New Year watching the ball drop.
That's kind of typically do that too. Try to stay home and stay safe. A lot of New Year's traditions foods are out there. I know growing up, my parents always had pickled herring for New Year's because it's supposed to bring you luck. Kind of a Scandinavian, Polish, German dish.
Yeah.
My wife's mother is from the South, and she always made black-eyed peas.
Okay.
So, any food traditions from your family?
Not really. Either pizza or leftovers.
Yeah, pizza, because you're watching football probably a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. So, New Year's resolution. That's going to be our trivia question today.
All right.
What percentage of Americans make New Year's resolutions?
Oh, okay.
Then we're not going to ask how many they break. Well, that'll be a January question.
Yeah, that'll be the last show in January. We'll ask that question.
So the answers are 25%, 45%, or 65%.
All of those numbers are lower than I figured, so this will be interesting.
It will be interesting. Sports, Tanner. Understand there was a football game yesterday. I caught the last 1:45. Since we're talking about Madden, we might as well go into football. And there's some games that are going on this weekend with Notre Dame tomorrow and the Colts on Sunday. So tell us about the Purdue game yesterday, Tanner.
Music City Bowl took place yesterday. Purdue against Tennessee. It was a record attendance number for the Music City Bowl, a little over 69,000.
A lot of it in orange, it looked like.
They estimate 62,000 or so were Tennessee fans. So it was, it was
Good old Rocky Top, right?
I heard it numerous times on TV. Can't imagine how many times I actually played them live.
I've been to 2 Indiana Bowl games where they played Tennessee, and never get so tired of a song of Rocky Top.
I'm sorry.
Because I thought they played it every time they scored a touchdown, which Indiana lost both those games. But then my wife reminded me, no, it's every time they get a first down, they sing the song. So
all the time it was playing. But one of the more exciting bowl games in recent memory I can remember, even if you're just a casual football fan, tune in and you like points. Yesterday was the type of game you like to watch.
So I got home, I didn't watch the game. I got with 1:45 left in the fourth quarter. I turned on the TV, and the commentator, kind of in honor of Madden, maybe said, "This has been a video game."
I mean, yards combined. I forget the exact number, but it was the second most yards combined in bowl history.
Wow.
Baylor and somebody else back in 2011 put up more combined yards. But the final score was 45-42 Purdue in overtime. And out of the gate, it looked like it might be a replica of the 2018 Music City Bowl when Purdue lost to Auburn 63-14.
The Purdue people always have that memory.
I know. Tennessee jumped out to a 21-7 start pretty fast.
Cloud hanging over you, right?
But Purdue had to lead by halftime and just kept fighting. And they were down 7 starters going into the game yesterday. Tennessee was down 2 starters. 2 of those for Purdue were with going to the NFL.
Right.
2 were academic
2 great
issues.
players will be high draft.
Yeah.
Karloftis and
Bell,
yeah.
looking to be first and second round picks. 2 were academic issues, 2 were COVID related issues. One guy was just banged up from the Indiana game.
So the academic issues are good because that's integrity in your program. I don't know if that happens a lot in the SEC programs.
Yeah, that's a good point. And one of those guys would have been their number 1 wide receiver yesterday. So they had to have a lot of guys step up. And one guy who stepped up yesterday was Brock Thompson, who on the season had 240 total yards coming into yesterday. He had 217 in the game yesterday and was the MVP.
So high expectations for next year for Brock
I think
Thompson.
so, and for the Purdue program, I think they capped off this year with 9 wins, 9-4. That's their most since 2003. And one of my friends texted me, goes, "Well, Purdue just won as many games in 1 year as the whole Daryl Hazel era in 4 years."
And we all have those kind of things in our history, though. So the future's bright, and it's great for Purdue.
It was
They're on the national stage, and a great win. And if you're thinking about recruiting or if you're going to Purdue, I mean, why wouldn't you want to go to Purdue after that game if you're in their spotlight for recruiting?
And the last time they played Tennessee in football prior to yesterday was the 1980 Bluebonnet Bowl, which Purdue won that game, and their men's basketball team ended up going to the Final Four. So I'm hoping that's a good omen once again.
Nothing wrong with having expectations, especially in the new year, Tanner.
Yeah, so I'm in on a Purdue high for 2021, rolling into 2022.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Other football action. Notre Dame plays tomorrow.
Notre Dame plays tomorrow against Oklahoma State. That's at 1 o'clock on ESPN. And the Fiesta Bowl, Notre Dame's a 2.5-point favorite. So pretty even. I saw the ESPN predictor had Notre Dame win 51% win percentage. So it's about as even as it can get almost.
So that's kind of how the Las Vegas money goes on those things, right?
Yeah.
51% is not
outstanding. No, it's pretty even on paper.
Either or, right? Yeah.
It's the first game of the Marcus Freeman era for Notre Dame since he's not only the acting coach, but he's now their full-time head coach going into 2022. So.
I wish Notre Dame tomorrow.
Yeah. And then college basketball, we don't have a ton to report. There's been so many cancellations, but Indiana does start their Big Ten season on Sunday. That's at Penn State on the Big Ten Network at 4 o'clock.
historically, that's not been an easy game for Indiana.
Not easy for a lot of opponents because you're playing in front of about 7,000 people because nobody goes to their basketball games up in state. But
It was kind of like last year in COVID year, kind of.
that's a good
There'll
point.
be more fans
That's-
at this game than last year.
That's a very good point. So excited Big Ten play is about to start. And hopefully they can get through a lot of games without having to reschedule too many.
So when's Purdue's first game?
Monday.
Monday, okay.
They host Wisconsin.
That's
So,
a tough game.
Yeah, tough one out. I think that's a 7 o'clock game on Monday. A lot of Monday games this year the Big Ten scheduled, which is
Big Monday.
different than the last few years, but it used to be a common trend. So
Yeah.
kind of throwing it back, I guess. The NFL Colts have a big game coming up on Sunday versus the Raiders. That's at 1 o'clock on CBS. Colts are 7.5-point favorites. Not sure about their quarterback situation right now.
I saw they've
Yeah.
I saw they've activated 8 players that are on the COVID list. There's still 6 that remain on the list. A few of those are practice squad, but
Yep.
quarterback Carson Wentz, that's a big deal.
Oh, big deal. I mean, Sam Elliott, their rookie backup, I don't know if he wants to be thrown in the fire in a meaningful game like this, so we'll see. I guess if so, give Jonathan Taylor the ball at least 40 times, and they'll be okay.
So the money, I mean, the way this line is, it looks like Las Vegas is saying they think he'll play. Is that what
Yep.
that means? Yeah.
Yep. So, and the Raiders are one of those teams week to week you don't know what you're going to get out of them. So
Right.
I'm trying to be nice from a Broncos fan's perspective. So.
I didn't bring that up when I was talking about that Madden winning record. A lot of those wins probably came against the Denver
I'm
Broncos.
sure they did. I'm sure
And
they
Kansas
did.
City Chiefs and St. Louis
Yep,
Chargers.
yep, all the AFC West division rivals.
So that's on at 1 o'clock on
Yep.
Sunday, and WROI coverage.
Starts at noon.
There you go.
Great place to listen to the game if you can't catch it on TV.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Or you can watch it on TV but listen to the game.
Or you can sync it up. You can do both.
Let Matt Taylor call ball while you watch it on
Yeah.
TV.
Yep.
I always like listening to the radio announcers. That you get the true essence of the game. You don't
Yeah.
get all the fluff that happens along the side
Exactly.
about.
Yeah, because they've got to paint the picture of what the field's looking like as each play happens. Whereas if you're watching it on TV, they can just go, "Oh my gosh, look at that tackle."
Yeah, well, they stay on topic a little more too.
check out Giant FM on Sunday for the game.
Yeah.
And then the Bears are 6-point favorites against the Giants. That game's on Sunday at 1 o'clock on Fox. So
Yeah, I'm a Bears fan, but kind of this time of year,
it's
who cares?
it's kind
I
of
hate to say that.
who's gonna be our next head coach. I think they're thinking right now. And then high school notes. A lot of schools have been busy with holiday tournaments going on lately. They get back to regular play this next week. The RHS girls host Plymouth on Wednesday, and RHS boys host Wico on Friday.
Yeah.
So it should be a good contest both ways there. Got some tidbits here this morning. On this day, 1904, the first New Year's Eve celebration was held in Times Square, New York City.
Okay.
That could have been a trivia question.
See,
Could've been.
he said it was New Year's related, and I thought that's where he was going
Nope.
with it.
Swear.
So you studied then.
Not exactly, but I figured it had something to do with either Ryan Seacrest, Dick Clark, or how long's it been at Times
You've
Square.
been studying the wrong material.
Yes.
On this day, 1946, U.S. President Harry Truman officially proclaimed the end of World War II.
Okay.
On this day, 1955, the General Motors Corporation became the first U.S. corporation to make over $1 billion in a year.
Wow. They've done well for themselves.
Not too bad. On this day, in 1988, the Fog Bowl was played. Do you remember that?
I do remember that very well.
It was played between the Bears and the Eagles in the NFC Divisional playoffs. The Bears won the game 20-12, and you might be wondering, Paul, why is it called the Fog Bowl? Well, the fog was so thick, visibility was cut to 15 to 20 yards.
Yeah. I actually knew that.
Okay.
Well, speaking of fog, be careful out there.
Yeah,
I was driving home last night. It was very foggy, and it's foggy out in the country today, I think. So.
Yep.
Yep. On this day, 1997, Microsoft bought Hotmail email service for $400 million and relaunched it as MSN Hotmail.
Mm.
I think I still see a Hotmail
It's still around,
account
yeah.
occasionally.
Yep. I was thinking that yesterday. Once in a while, you see one
You don't
pop
see a
up.
whole lot of Hotmail and
No.
Yahoo emails anymore,
Well-
but they're still out there occasionally.
MSN Messenger used to be a big deal. I remember when I
Yeah.
was like in middle school. So
People that still use Hotmail still have their dial-up modem too.
there's a chance. And on this day, 2010, The Walking Dead premiered on AMC. Still going strong
Wow.
today as a series.
Wow.
So I've watched a few episodes. It was something I never really got into, but I know a lot of people really like it. It's very popular.
Yes, it is.
And today is National No Interruptions Day, Make Up Your Mind Day, and National Champagne Day.
Okay.
So Moose, while I drink my champagne tonight, don't interrupt me because I'm going to make up my mind about my New Year's resolutions.
There we go.
There you
You
go.
got it for me.
Pretty good
Yeah,
timing,
do it.
wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a good tie-in. Better than I could have done.
Money news. Dow finished down a little bit yesterday. It appears to end a Santa rally that we talked about last week, where there's increase in the Dow each day towards the end of the year. But last 6 days have been up, then one down day. But on the good news, Paul, thinking about your retirement plan, the Dow is up almost 6,000 points greater than 1 year ago at this time.
See, that's always a positive thing.
20%. That's a positive day. We're going to look on the bright
Yeah.
side, not the dark side. Right?
Exactly.
So that's good, 20% increase. Also, weekly jobless claims total 198,000, which is about a 52-year low.
Wow.
So there still are some employment problems out there about too many jobs, not enough workers, and hopefully that'll all get worked out in 2022 and make sure our economy and all those supply chain problems get resolved. And 2022 is going to be a great year for the future of those things, hopefully.
Yes, I'm right there with you. We're gonna think positive about it.
Right side, right?
Yep.
The bank today, we're open from 8:30 to 4, so we are closing early at 4, and we'll be closed tomorrow in observance of New Year's Day. But we're 24/7, 365 through our ATM, our online banking, on your computer or on our mobile app. You can pretty much do most of your banking services,
Yeah.
pay bills, transfer money, things like that. So if you have a banking need, get it done by 4 o'clock today, or use an ATM later today where you can access our MoneyPass network if you're out of town, if you need some cash, or go to our mobile app and take a look at that, and you can pretty much do most of your banking services there.
Absolutely.
So we're still offering free checking accounts. We started that several years ago. That's not going to change in 2022.
Good.
Simply free business checking and simply free regular checking for our customers. And when you open your checking accounts, you still get a free gift. It's a fleece blanket or a Bluetooth Christmas ornament speaker. And Jodi's here today, and that will be changing over soon, right?
Oh, it's another month.
Another
Yeah,
month.
it's a long
Okay.
Yeah,
cycle.
it's a long one.
Okay, so I know from people that I've talked to, the Bluetooth Christmas speaker is a good item because Jodi loves it, right?
I maybe picked it.
So we're going to be talking with, we're going to skip kind of the other stuff. We have Lindy Breeden here today, our senior commercial lender, vice president of commercial loans, and Jodi Wynn, another senior officer of the bank, talking about deposit operations and retail banking. And welcome, Lindy, and welcome, Jodi.
Good morning, Todd.
Happy New Year's Eve.
Thank you.
Any special plans for the New Year's weekend?
I don't think so. No big plans.
Nothing for me.
We're just conservative bankers. We just stay out of trouble
Right.
and come back to work Monday, right?
Absolutely.
Best
So-
way to be.
So lots going on in the commercial lending department. You've been with us several years now, and you have lots of years of experience in the commercial lending field.
Right. I've been with First Federal about 4 years. Been in banking 42 years.
So Lindy knows a lot about commercial lending, and he and his team do a great job, and we've grown our commercial lending portfolio significantly over the last few years, and thank you for that, Lindy. What's going on in the commercial lending world?
It's been
What type of loans
very
we
busy. Actually, the last 2 years, it's continued to grow. Probably had one of our best years this year. Probably double what we had done when I began about 3 years ago. So we did about $32 million in commercial loans, which really, I think the year before we were somewhere around 21 or 25 million. But that 32 million comes from all the branches that we have. We've got branches all the way up to Mishawaka, but we actually lend all the way up into Niles, Michigan. We actually get all the way down to Indianapolis also.
Right, because we have branches and loan originators in those areas, and that's the great thing about
Absolutely.
our commercial lending. I've been in banking about the same time of year, 40 years, and sometimes commercial lenders are out there knocking on the doors, but we've got a great customer base. That's why we're thankful for, and get a lot of referrals from our own customers and from our own staff, and that's what keeps you busy, right?
Right, and I think that's probably one of the best things that we've got. We came out with a referral program about 3.5 years ago, and what we get is a lot of our employees refer customers that they already know over to me. So that kind of opens up what we're able to do. rather than just doing a few loans in the area and the people that I know, it kind of expands to everybody that they know also.
And we're really serving our broader customer base too, because some of those may be customers or their friends or friends of customers.
Absolutely,
So helps,
right.
helps us do our banking.
And then we start to get repeat business because of those that we've taken care of over the years, so.
Well, congratulations on great, you have a great team, Zach Reuter and Monica Figueroa. a good team.
Absolutely, right.
So,
You know, I think that's one of the things that's really helped too. We do everything here. All the approvals are here in Rochester. We meet twice a week. We meet on Tuesday and Friday to get everything approved. And I think that's one of the things that's helped us. We've been more efficient because we normally get our loans closed in 30 to 45 days, where a lot of banks take a little bit longer because their process is a little bit more in depth. So,
That's great. Having been in other banks, I mean, first local decisions, local people,
absolutely.
and then responsiveness is a key thing too. So, I mean, if somebody has a need, you'll go out and meet them next day, and you'll collect the information and then review that and give them an answer as prompt as we can, and always within 30 days typically.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, when we get a call, we normally call them back the same day. We'll meet with them at any of our branches. We'll meet with them wherever we have to be able to take their application, to talk to them about their request.
Now, having worked in several commercial banks, that doesn't happen in every commercial
No.
bank.
Absolutely not.
Return call
No.
same day.
Yeah, this is probably one of the smoothest I've ever been at any of the banks I've been with. It's probably been one of the smoothest processes.
And that's how we serve our customers, by having that
Exactly,
responsiveness.
absolutely.
So
Right.
what kind of loans are we interested in?
Well, I've got a list, kind of give you an idea of the type of deals we've done in the past. We do a lot of commercial and industrial buildings, both purchases and refinances. We also do a lot of office buildings. We do 1 to 4 family residential rentals. Well, I think a lot of people don't realize what we do apartments. We do apartments either from 6 units up to 60 units. A lot larger deals, and a lot of those may be in that South Bend, Mishawaka, Elkhart area. We're doing one right now down around the Marion area also. So it kind of gives you an idea of how far out we stretch when we're lending also.
So a lot of the loans are tied to real estate. I mean, we know real estate from our mortgage banking background.
Exactly. Yeah, pretty much everything that we do is real estate based, right?
Right.
It's good collateral. We also do some hotel financing. We've got a couple up in Elkhart. We've got some down south also.
So you're doing a good job serving our communities that we're located in. It's just not all based out of Rochester. It's in
No, it's not.
Winnemac, Bremen, Plymouth.
Yeah, because of the referral program, what we've noticed is probably 40 to 50% of the loans come out of the Rochester market, but the balance of it comes out of our other markets because of the referral program that we have in place.
And just for our customer base out there that's listening on the radio and watching Facebook Live, that's what a community bank is all about, is taking the deposits we get in,
Exactly.
kind of like the George Bailey It's a Wonderful Life thing,
Absolutely.
loading them out back to our customers and our communities.
Right, right. One of the other things they may not realize, we do a lot of farm real estate lending. We've done a lot of real estate construction lending also. And one of the things we started doing probably 2 or 3 years ago was lending to the nonprofits. And the nonprofits a lot of times are like your churches. We just closed one up around the South Bend market about a month ago.
That's great.
So we take care of them, and they get very good terms.
So if someone has a commercial lending real estate business loan need, what do? They give you a call, and
Yeah.
what happens with that?
Yeah, for that, normally what we want to do is have them at least call me, talk to us about the need that they have. Once we find out exactly what that need is, then we have them go ahead and complete the application, fill out a personal financial statement, and provide us with 3 years of tax returns.
And if people want to know more about lending and commercial lending, go into our website that has his contact information there, and
Absolutely.
email address and phone number, or you can call us directly at our main office at 223-2128.
Exactly. Absolutely.
So, anything else going on in the commercial world?
I think that's pretty much it. I think we've already talked about kind of what's needed to apply. The terms that we normally offer, our rates are very competitive, and I think this one of the things I wanted to mention was there are still a lot of loans that are out there that may be in that 5% plus, and with rates moving, we think rates are going to move this next year. Prime rate is 3.25. It's possible that there could be four moves this next year. So now it's really the time you want to probably try to lock in some of the rates while you can.
Lock in for a longer term with a better rate.
Exactly, yeah, so if your rates are anywhere around that 5%, you probably need to consider refinancing while you can.
So give Lindy a call and his team can help you out, and they'll do a good job for you and be responsive and
Absolutely.
get back with you and hopefully close the loan within a few weeks.
Absolutely. Thank you,
So
Todd.
thank you, Lindy. Stick around here
Right.
because we're going to be talking about, with Jodi Wynn, our small business checking programs and deposit programs, and they tie really closely into all the commercial lending we're doing. Welcome, Jodi.
Good morning.
Ready for the new year?
Of course.
A lot of things going on this year with deposit products and services. We've added a few things and
We've been busy.
trying to improve customer service and meet the needs of our customers. What else is going on in the banking retail world?
Well, we're just keeping busy and serving those customers that are coming in. You know, this is a busy time of year for us. People are getting their year-end finances in order, so they're coming in and needing to do those final transactions. It's IRA season. People are getting those final their contributions in and the required distributions out. So, been busy in the lobbies taking care of all those things.
So with our commercial lending, we've had it more emphasis on that the last few years.
Absolutely.
We've also done the same emphasis on the deposit side of the bank.
Yeah, since Lindy's come aboard, we've been able to really team up and do really well and work with each other. We offer deposit products to complement all the loan products that you just talked about. You know, Lindy's great at getting them over to me. We're able to do checking account. We have a free checking account for most businesses. I mean, that's a really big deal because a lot of other banks will charge you per items, and
That's
you
a
get
big deal.
yeah,
because
1,000 items free, which is a lot of items.
a lot of banks charge per item, and then ours is a free account, and
No
you
monthly
don't have to
service
jump through a
fee.
lot of
Yeah.
hoops to try to discount a fee or anything like that.
Yep.
We're straightforward and honest, and you get what you pay for. You get
Absolutely.
a great business checking account that will meet all your needs, and with that, we've expanded business services related to our
We
checking
do.
accounts.
One thing that a lot of businesses are liking. This isn't as new, but it's a credit card. Sometimes they don't want to use a debit card because it's bigger expenses than that, but they need this credit card for some office type expenses or whatever those are. We've got a business credit card that Lindy and I can get you going with. It's on Lindy's website. There's a link to it in there, and I'll take it from there once you do that. So we've got a great offering there. It's a competitive card. You can choose rewards or not rewards or all those different things, and it's been a nice thing for some businesses and churches that really enjoy that.
The advantage of that is they can allow some of their staff to have
Yeah.
cards that are related back to one account, and
And
they
it's
can
not
monitor
tied to
and
their
control
checking
that.
necessarily,
Correct.
for sure. One of our newer offerings this year, this past year, has been we've expanded and enhanced our business online banking offerings. So before the businesses would use our normal retail line that you or I log into for our accounts, we've got a different system now for them. And if it's right for them, we can go in there and they can have other people maybe access the account. Maybe they have someone in the bookkeeping department who just needs to see the credits coming in and doesn't need to have the ability to withdraw or transfer money, so they can see that, but maybe they're not on the account, which is a great
So we have great
offering.
security features
Yeah.
with this online account to allow a bookkeeper to see that, to maybe
Right.
to view but not make transactions.
Correct. And then along with that, we've also been really excited to offer ACH services, which is automatic services. So a lot of like payroll type things. So those people who maybe are small businesses that haven't been able to offer direct deposit to their employees, we can help you do that now. Everyone that's done it's been pretty simple. In essence, you go in, we get some credentials all set up for you, and you get those information for your employees, and you go in and enter the amount you want to go into their account at least the day before. And the next morning, they get the money in their account. You're not writing checks and doing all those things. So it's been a great addition to those small businesses.
So Jodi has a great team of that with Robin
Absolutely.
Reuter in the back room of deposit operations, that we can help you meet your business deposit needs. If you have any questions,
Yeah, well, talk to them because they only let me know just enough to be dangerous.
please give Jodi a call.
You can give me a call and I'll get you in contact with the right people for sure.
So we talked about credit cards for small businesses. Also, we offer if they're a retail business and taking credit cards or debit cards,
Yeah, if they want to take them from a customer.
we have a service for them also too.
Yeah, that's in the banking world. That's called merchant services, and that's the ability to take a debit or a credit card at your business. We've got a great partner with First Data, and they're able to deploy products and services. They can talk to you on the phone. They use a Clover system. If you've ever seen those out and about around town, a lot of businesses use them. You can, as simple as one that Bluetooth connects to your phone, so you can be like mobile, maybe for a craft vendor or something like that, all the way up to the big complicated systems that will take your order right on there and pay right at the table. And they have that whole variety of things. So whatever your need is in that merchant services category, we've definitely got products and services to help you with that. And we would talk with you, and we would talk to, I've got a rep that I deal with who really knows all of the stuff, and the three of us will get together and go over all what your needs are and what you're really trying to do.
So bottom line is
Products,
through
yeah.
commercial lending, small business deposit services, we can pretty much meet most customer needs.
Absolutely.
And if you have something that you're interested in, don't hesitate to give us a call. We'll make sure you get to Lindy for some loan needs, or get to Jodi's deposit team for
Absolutely.
those needs. And so we can compete with any bank out there, and we can lead the way with better service than they offer. So that's what we do.
Yep, you can get any. Well, you'll end up with our direct lines at some point, probably once you talk to us. So we're happy to talk to you, and we don't shy away from that at all. We want to see our customers and interact with them, because they truly are what makes the bank as great as it is.
That's what's great about being a community bank, because we see you in the neighborhood, at the grocery store and church, and we're here to help you out, and that's what we do.
I answered lots of questions in the grocery store before, so
So if you see Jodi, come up and talk to her, and
absolutely.
she'll help you out. We have some other things we've done in 2021. Carried out some services like with our Money Pass network, and we've done some enhancements to our debit card and our mobile app.
One of my favorite products that we've talked about a lot of times whenever I've been on here is our ability to really monitor and track your debit card purchases, and we've really enhanced that this year, and it's great. It used to be 2 different apps that you had to have. I know we've talked about that. We've enhanced our online banking, where all of your card management is right inside your online banking app. So when you log into the online banking app and there's a section that says My Cards, it's going to show you where you spent your money. It's going to show you down to a map view of where that is. It's going to have links to call them. If you need to question something, you can turn your debit card on and off. You can get alerts for every transaction. That's really your best defense to fight fraud.
So a customer can control their card,
Absolutely.
where it's used and how it's used, and even if it's used, they can turn a card off and
All
on.
in real time.
All in real time, because I've tried that before. Turn the card off, turn it on, go do a transaction, turn it off again, and it happens in real time. That's a great security feature.
If you, the one thing I would always encourage people to do, if you haven't used that, to really take a look at your app and hit the My Cards and take advantage of those features, because they're really a great tool for making sure your account's being used properly and that there's no fraud or anything.
Yeah, look at the alerts section, because that's how you can be notified on certain transactions that you want to be notified on.
And if you're having trouble with that, our electronic banking team will walk you right through it.
That's Cindy Chilton and her team. We got great people helping out with that. So 2022 is coming up. We got a lot of things planned.
There's a lot of exciting things coming in 2022, and I told Todd I'm not going to tell you what they are. You'll have to stay tuned, because Tanner will be happy to start announcing them pretty soon. So I think probably our first things will start coming probably by February. We got things lined up, so it'll be exciting.
Some major things to help us remain digitally relevant.
Absolutely.
And allow our customers to kind of have self-service banking, and some pretty cool things are coming out. So
along those, to have
tuned.
self-service and to enhance your experiences and your financial planning. So I think it'll be great. We're excited for all the things that are coming.
Well, thank you for spending a few minutes with us.
Absolutely.
This is Jodi Wynn, Vice President of Deposits and our retail banking leader. Thank you for all you and Lindy do for the bank, serving our customers. As we're thanking our customers for 2021, Lindy and Jodi are a big reason we got a lot of happy customers out there. So thank you.
Thank you.
So trivia.
All right, let's do it.
New Year's resolutions. 25, 45, 65% of the people make New Year's resolutions.
I have no clue, so I'm gonna go 45.
That is the answer.
Really?
Good job. That means 1 and 2 of us each make a resolution. So either you're going to make a resolution or I'm going to make a resolution. But
Yeah. So that means
Good
half
job.
the people in this room made one and one the other half did.
But congratulations, another win
Thank
for
you.
you.
Thank you.
Going to close today's show with words of wisdom from John Madden. Self-praise is for losers. Be a winner. Stand for something. Always have class and be humble. So I have one other thing to talk about today.
Yes.
Our president, Evan Gottschalk's birthday today.
Ah.
So wish Evan a happy birthday. Leave him a voicemail message, something like that.
Happy birthday, Evan.
Happy birthday, Evan. Thank you for all you do, and your leadership in the bank is very much recognized and appreciated.
Absolutely.
Happy New Year to our customers. Blessings to everybody in the new year, and let's have a great 2022 together.
Happy New Year's to you guys as well, and we'll see you next year.